Hello and welcome back to episode 19 of the first season of the Savage Lands. And we are back at Gulf Cobalt. And what can I say? We have survived a sinister siege. And we got a big kaiju battle zone down here in the caverns. They're literally murdering stuff all over the place, so we cannot leave the caverns yet. And, well, I have come up with a couple of plans, a couple of thoughts, a couple of things that I figured out while contemplating the aftermath of the last attack. So we're definitely going to increase, of course, the amount of defenses here, but that's only one thing, of course. We're definitely going to need to increase our capacity of defense, and I figured we're going to do that by creating a archery tower up here. I'm going to make this entire place up here be an archery spot. So that's going to be a lot of work, though. We're going to require a dirty, rotten amount of rock salt blocks to make that happen. But luckily, we got a lot of dwarfs to make that, so let's do. So, oh crap, we have this closest material thing again in there. I hate it when that happens. So use closest material is one order that's so useful when you're placing down beds and the like, but it's so darn useless when you're doing other tasks. So let's see, we need 99 blocks here again. So I think I have made my work order too small here. I think I have limited it to 100. We've got to limit it to 500 because we do have such a high need of these, and I think we have to restructure our logistics a little bit. So first off, let's create a stockpile zone here exclusively for just one stone type, and that's rock salt. Because this way we're going to be sure that the stuff will be stockpiled somewhere, you know. And let's dedicate some wheelbarrows to that. Speaking of which, yo guys, make me 10 wheelbarrows. I don't care. Oh, we have another ghost to take care of. Make me wheelbarrow. So, Eton Tunarek, ghostly siege operator. You know, you see, we got so many ghosts here. There we go. Gonna do you a favor, good sir. So this way we'll have rock salt deposited here so our workers can do their work faster. And I want to do something similar here. So let's reduce the size of that one. We're not using the entirety of that stockpile zone anyways. So let's create a new one here, dedicated to bauxite. So basically the same logic, is just to make sure that my dudes are not running around senselessly all the time. I know that I could have set up that a while ago. I'm well aware of that. But these are the little things that I... Oh, well, what can I say? I'm learning, you know? I'm learning. Okay, that sounded like a mass death. Mass death. You heard it with the so yeah, cave swallow men and forgotten beasts are eating stuff down there. That's okay. I don't mind. So let's see. We're getting those altars done. We're using up all of them. So ghost put to rest. So sadly, all of these artworks were pretty boring, except for this one, which related to the death of somebody by the dragon. The other things were just stuff like somebody crafted something masterful here, so that was not exactly too exhilarating. But at the same time, you know, these statues they're just fine. So I figured that we got to place down some statues into the library. So one for Ona Beast Paddle, you know, the dude that killed the dragon. Then we got no statue over here. Let's put one down there. And the other statues. So The dining hall down here is already pretty decent, I'd say. Let's see. We got one decent statue here in the tavern. Well, we're going to put down one other statue there. So the bat statues, I have figured they're going to be export goods because, you know, I don't want to put up sort of a statue that's freaking out the creator of the statues themselves, and therefore we're going to consider these as export arts, you know. Okay, Forgotten Beast cleaning up the premises down there. I really don't mind them, you know. I really don't mind them doing that. They are actually doing the good work for me. So I was also pondering a little bit about the culture of these people here and their relationship to things. So considering that the majority of these people are either worshiping a death and suicide god or a love goddess or a god of deformities. Well, I can't bring the deformity god into the narrative, but with the death and suicide god, I figured that this has a strange and fitting relationship to all the traps we're putting up. You know, a trap is basically ideal. It's bringing death, and it's a form of suicide for somebody stepping on it. So I was wondering if this wouldn't be kind of a ritualistic form of killing yourself in the Vukar cult to step into some deadly trap. And you know, long story short, these guys, they love traps because they made up a story why it's fitting into their religion. And whenever somebody is making up stories to make their behavior fit into their religious beliefs, that's when you're in for some really weird stuff, you know. That being said, we got to bring up a new dining hall down here because, you know, the whole city is growing bigger, and therefore we need a bigger dining hall too. So let's put that up down here. So, what do you want me to build again? No? It's mandated the construction of certain goods. Right? We already did it, obviously. I mean, we have no convicts so far. Oh yeah, I need to bring up justice. I keep thinking like, oh yeah, next episode I'm going to plan where the dungeons are going to be, and then I'm in the middle of the next episode and I'm like, yeah, I wanted to plan the dungeons. So, damn. Hopefully next time I'll think about planning the dungeons. I mean, I have all the monster prisoners already. So, speaking about monster prisoners, what happened to you folks? What's happening to your gear? Huzzah! They're fully geared up, boys. So we can now assign a new person. Yay. So, soldier number 4. The beekeeper. So, let's see. Bronze Warhammer. Yeah, that's decent enough. So we require 1 pair of pants. Oh, damn. We require way more than that, but, okay. Pants, helmet, gauntlets, and, boots. Voracious cave crawler. Okay. So, gauntlet, high boot, greaves, and, what's missing? Oh, the helmet. So, usually I'm not that detailed with creating my stuff, but you know, this time we're making a exemption, whatever. Sometimes words just elude me. Anyways, so we need a way to get rid of all that gabbro. I figured that down there we got so freaking much gabbro that I wondered what to do with all that gabbro, you know. And how much death and mayhem is this thing actually bringing down to this place? So I wonder. Let's check out what has Nalara killed so far. Okay, so another forgotten beast that was just this year. So Nalara has won against that, and besides that, it's the beast is going on a all-you-can-eat buffet round trip. It's literally running around and killing stuff everywhere. Okay, so yeah, needs a bigger trap. So we got only prohibited stuff that nobody's caring about. Alright. So, yeah, that's more like it. So I want to seal off this entire thing. And then we're going to build up walls all over the place again. And then we're going to have to put up another round of the same old. And yeah, then we're going to be able to bring up the firing range. It's a pretty long way to get it all done, but I'd say it's totally worth it. It's so totally worth it. It's going to be grand. Okay, so Monera. What the hell's a Monera? I've never seen a Monera before, but well, the Monera is Dadera now. So, well, we're going to leave that piece of... that's been a lot of deaths. And, dear game, can we make that a little bit less obnoxious? Probably like that. So, did that go in? Yeah. Alright, so what did it eat now? It's, you know, as if my dudes up here would be actually noticing everything happening down there. That's not entirely the case. So, yeah. I'm going to leave the ramps here. I mean, we could make that a staircase, but, well, I don't want to. So, before I can make this a staircase, I need to provide safety up here. One thing at a time, you know. One thing at a time. Alright, so let's commission some new art. So, a towering armadillo with external ribs, large mandibles, eyes glow yellow. Oh, it's a Weber. So it is a another underground beast coming down into the kaiju mosh pit. Alright, you do you. I don't mind. So, we're going to go for some new art. So, I figured with all the Gabbro that I got, I should really do something as well, but one thing at a time. So, let's see. I was stockpiling that stuff lately a little bit, and we're going to go and relate this to... thank you, game. Whoever would want to start out in the search line anyways. So we're going to dedicate these to the Tower of Ages. And, oh, okay. Sometimes this menu is freaking me out. Tiny little bit. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Yeah. So... here, a couple of statues just dedicated to our civilization, because I figured that would be a fun thing as well. You know? Some everyday art. Oh, I like how this is coming together. This will be so fancy when we're done with that. I'm a little bit concerned about the severity of the attacks lately. You know, we've had so brutally hard attacks from the last attackers that I actually started to be I'm actually starting to be a little bit worried about what my wealth is doing. Wonder if they're attacking me so hard because we're so freaking wealthy, you know. So turns out when there's a memorial slab on the ground, they can't touch that anymore. Okay, whatever. Looking a little bit weird to have that bald spot there, but I really don't mind. Okay then, so things are going quite fine so far. I really look forward to completing that castle, and I also feel like with all that happening, what we're doing right now, the logistics and all, we should have a much faster access to the blocks we need. But I think we need to excavate a little bit extra stuff here. The bauxite chunks are running low, and I even wonder, do we still have enough rock salt? Ah, yeah, here's a buttload of it. Okay. Yeah, well, for a moment I was wondering, you know. So, let's prepare the new dining hall. And I figured we're going to make ourselves some extra gabbro blocks just for a couple of rooms to get rid of that stuff, you know? So I got the feeling as if this place is slowly reaching a stability that allows me to even think beyond Gulf Cobalt soon. Because I do clearly see the limitations of this place, you know? With all the low amount of gear that I got, it's going to be really a tussle for this place to get everything done, you know? I ran out of bars, didn't I? Yeah, we are out of bronze now. Ah, too bad. It was fun while it lasted. So. Let's smelt some cassiterite ore. Let's make that 10 times. I'm still staying here on the on that manual smelting schedule, because usually I do automate these things relatively fast, but here it doesn't feel right, you know. It does feel like we have such low amounts of everything that I don't want or need to automate anything, you know, yet. It's a weird fortress for real. Come on, mouse, I'm clicking. Stop misbehaving. Right on. So, your pet died. Yeah. Oh, I need to remove those bodies. I keep forgetting that. We got that setting here. Okay, then. Hey, the dwarves are vibing. Nice. So, things are coming together really well here. And we have a new artifact in the making. Awesome. This place has a lot of artifacts already, gotta say. Oh, that was a fast one. Ah, that looks like a shitty one. What a magnificent artifact this is going to be, I wanted to say, of course. Okay then, so let's make us gabbro blocks. I have plans, I've got ideas. So, blocks made of gabbro. I got so many different stone blocks by now, but that's okay. So we're gonna do that until we have 200 of these, none more. Just a meager amount. And I'm also considering to bring up a new stoneworkers workshop because you know, we're starting to be quite industrious here. Okay then. So let's see. Oh yeah, the saltpeter statues. So what do we have here? The ascension of the dwarf to the position of the king of the Towers of Age. The Towers of Age are existing since the year 4. Okay, so that's an interesting thing to note. That means this culture is really old, you know? They're freaking old. You managed to crank out a value of 7,000 out of that? Respectable. Alright, so I figure this is a good call for making a jeweler's guild. I mean, this place, there's so much about gemstones that I actually don't understand why we don't have one already. We're going to put that on display there. Okay, so slowly but steadily we got more and more areas of social interest down here. I like it. So we're going to... I'm waiting for the Gabbro blocks to do something there, so... Oh boy, do I have so many pets that I forgot to put on the pastures? Okay, let's fix that. So if you're experiencing this as well, the solution to that is, or the answer to why that's happening is, your new dudes, they bring pets on their own, and these are following them, and they're not put on pastures, and therefore you see what's happening there. They're following their dudes that brought them, and then they die because nobody is taking care of them. That's the gist of it. So, speaking about which, how is the situation with the cats? We don't have too many. All right, that's because we didn't have too many breeding pairs down here. That's good. Okay, so stoneworkers. Let's make that happen. And, well, let's see. I hope I got the Gabbro together I require for that. Oh, 11 blocks. Ugh. Yeah, so we really do need more stonecutters here working on these projects. Because, you know, I have brought up quite a megalomaniac desire to floor out this entire city. Because I feel like this is so, you know, this is one of the things that gives me the feeling to be finished with a place, you know? And every part of the series will be about, or every season of the series will be about finishing a certain fortress, you know? And therefore it's really important for me to do all this decorational stuff. I hope you're into this as well. Because for me, the thing is, Dwarf Fortress is really a game where you have to figure out for yourself where you draw your fun out of. Because there's so many different ways of playing this game. I've seen people power gaming it, like min-maxing everything and enjoying themselves having a darn efficient fortress. No offense taken in that, don't get me wrong, but this is an entirely different playstyle compared to what I'm doing here, where I'm trying to roleplay my way through this and make this fortress as pleasing to the high god Vukar as possible. You know, these are totally different ways of playing the game, and Dwarf Fortress has so many different ways to play the game that the gist of it is try to find a way to have fun while playing this in your own style, you know. Be that decorating the hell out of these places or building monstrous trap mazes. In these series, I'll try to get to cater a little bit of everything, you know. So trying to do as many different play styles and building styles as possible, but everybody has his favorites, you know. So there we go. What do we have here? So, relates to the ascension of Wukar Purple Crafts to the position of Queen in the year 1. So yeah, these guys go all the way back, you know? This place, this is a really, really old dwarven kingdom. No wonder that they show first signs of decadency in their religious stance and all. There we go. All that tasty, fancy bauxite. More people. Damn. We're attracting people all day long, you know? So let's hope that our apartments are already done, sufficient, and everything. So there's a couple of bedrooms unassigned. And there we go. And now, let's make a jeweler's guild. Because I really figured that these folks, they can't really get one. So I hope here, yeah, jeweler, gem cutter, gem setter. Oh god, this is the 3 different jobs and 3 different, oh boy, oh boy. Whatever, we're going to ride with this version here. So finally the gabbro blocks are done. That means we can now finalize the construction of this place. That's beautiful. So you see the idea here is that I'm trying to bring different floor types now together to differentiate those rooms and make them more interesting to look at. I mean, it's debatable to have artworks everywhere, but, you know, I somehow like the looks of it. Probably gonna do a different style one day soon, too. All these engravings, they're relatively unrealistic, you know. It's one thing that I realize the more often I do it. So, oh my god, what a party, man. Look at that. Look at them go. They're socializing in there. They were smoothing the room, and then they all suddenly realized we could have a party here. And that they did. Okay, so the actual idea of mine is now to put up a display now to showcase that beautiful, beautiful gemstone that we made today, you know. All right. So, how's the work going here? So as you see there, we got really more than enough work to keep 4 stone cutters busy all day. I appreciate. So this is how we put this workforce to good use, you know. That's a huge bauxite deposit there. Boy, oh boy. Didn't expect it to go that deep, you know. I appreciate, though. So we're out of bronze. So, yeah, well, I don't see anything that I can do about this for the time being. Because, you know, I don't really have anything that I could put into there. And, well, I'd say it is as it is. So, let's see. Let's commission some more statues. So, I'm a sucker for those, as you might have noticed already. So I want to make some out of, let's see. Let's make some out of diorite. We got so much diorite too. And I feel like, you know... Ooh, we don't see any combat messages from Forgotten Beasts anymore. That's interesting. So we're going to make these dedicated to our place again, because, you know, let's make 10 of them. I don't care. We're going to plaster this place in statues. Because basically, every dwarf's apartment could use a statue, basically, you know? Nobody is going to be unhappy to have a a finely made statue in their apartment. Nah, nobody will. So that's one thing that I will make out of them. But also I want to see what kind of things are nowadays interesting for them. So let's put up one of those and see what'll happen there. Jeweler Guild has been established. That's how quickly it can go. And we're going to go for... let's see. Again, what is it called? Unobsamnuth. Alright. Finding something is always the hardest part. Oh yeah, thanks for not working out in this part. So, resin opal, finished goods. Yeah. That didn't help at all. So we have to look at through. So cut gems, I bet that this is the one. And now I did right click. Oh, sometimes this user interface is just atrocious, you know. I accidentally right clicked here now, but I'm pretty sure that. Shouldn't it be among the other resin opals? No. Come on, you. I want to put you on a display. So that's now odd. So let's see. Ah, it's a large. It's counted under large gems. All right. No further questions asked. Oh man, sometimes this is too much for me. But I'm getting used to it. The good thing is, the more you do it, the more you get used to it. That being said, I thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue this next time. I feel like I'm getting towards a great finale here, and we're going to have in the next upcoming episodes a little bit more fun. And I figured that I wanted to have some training for my soldiers. That's been one thing that I came up with, but yeah, we'll see about that in the next episode. So drop me your comments down below. I'd be really happy to see you folks writing something about this series. And where are my scholars? Well, I have to check out why no paper is being made. So I'm getting sidetracked. See you guys next time. Leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and leave me your subscriptions if you'd be so kind. That helps this channel more than you might think, and I really hope that you had a good time and come back next time again. See you there, and bye-bye.